Don't make the mistake of thinking that just because someone has a science degree, he must be having a scientific temper. His science degree simply means that he had once learnt by rote memory a large mass of scientific facts, most of which he has probably forgotten. That's why in India, we have a peculiar situation where high science coexists with high superstition. Many a physics lecturer teaches the scientific theory of solar and lunar eclipses in the classroom, but still clings to his belief in Rahu and Ketu, the imaginary demons which are supposed to devour the sun and the moon during eclipses. Many a chemistry lecturer teaches the scientific law of conservation of mass and energy in the classroom, which states that matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, but only transformed from one form to another, but is prepared to believe that a certain God-man can create something out of nothing. The director of IIT Mandi in Himachal Pradesh, you must have read in the papers recently about this chap, said recently that landslides in Himachal Pradesh occurred because people ate meat, and that he had once exorcised ghosts from the house of a friend. Now, imagine the director of an IIT is of this caliber, then you wonder what's going to happen to the IIT. For such persons, science is just a vocation, a source of income. It has not permeated their thinking or become a way of life for them. Again, don't make the mistake of thinking that just because someone is highly educated or holding a high post or successful in life, he must be a rational thinker. On the contrary, many such persons may be very superstitious and active purveyors of pseudo-scientific nonsense. In fact, it said, an educated fool is more dangerous than an uneducated fool. In 2021, a sitting judge of the Allahabad High Court, as part of his judgment, mind you, he didn't say it orally, it's part of his judgment. He said that the cow is the only animal which breathes in and breathes out oxygen. Imagine the level of science knowledge of this High Court judge. And he said, using cow ghee in yajna gives special energy to sun rays which causes rain. Sun gives energy to everybody. This fellow thinks that, the yajna gives energy to the sun and that causes rain. And that panchgavya, which is a mixture of cow milk, ghee, curd, urine and dung, helps in the treatment of several incurable diseases. I don't know how it can, by definition, incurable diseases can't be treated, but anyway, that's what he says. As I said, he didn't say it in a speech or something, he's put it in a High Court judgment, In 2017, a former judge of the Rajasthan High Court said that the peacock is a lifelong brahmachari. It never has sex with the peahen. The peahen gets pregnant after swallowing the tears of the peacock. Mind you, these guys are High Court judges, okay? In 2018, a former IPS officer and Union Minister of State for Education, who is also a PhD in chemistry, claimed that Charles Darwin's theory of evolution was scientifically wrong because no one has ever seen an ape turning into a man. Then I would like you to see one short video.
I'll be having a permanent cosmic airport, like a hospital where the delivery of the babies will be done. So that time you can come and go through the delivery process. That is enough. You can get pregnant anywhere, wherever you are, in your country. But just for the delivery, if you come to Kailasa, we can make sure that baby is planted with the enlightened supernal effulgence DNA and enlightened genetic code.
Now, it's very obvious that the fellow doesn't know ABCD of genetics,